thought it was kung fu fighting. Those kung fu fight.
As you can see, this is the part where I talk over the fire building process that I made. Yes, that's right, I failed twice to make a proper fire starter, considering I already went through and got the correct materials to help me build the fire. But now here we go, I'm dangling a piece of bark over some you know, part of the tree, the fuzz of the tree, whatever you want to call it, and hoping it starts up something. It burned for a little bit. I got very excited, got very anticipation was overwhelming to the fact of, yeah, that's right, I'm blowing on the fire because I'm smothering it. I am completely smothering the fire. I just want to make sure everyone is aware and knows that I am an expert in fire building. I have been building fires since the year 2015. It has been some time since I've made a fire, so I guess my fire building skills is not as to par as where they should be, considering I'm about to, yeah, that's right, put a giant pile of sticks over this small little fire that I've started, hoping that will catch. I also want to note the small pile of sticks I put on top of the larger pile of sticks. The smaller pile of sticks are a lot more manageable and easier to catch. The smaller the stick, the easier it is to catch on fire. So I don't know what was going through my mind when I was putting that on top of the fire. Anyways, now we've gone to, yes, the wonderful idea of blowing on the fire again, because my brain decided to put everything on top. I watch a lot of camping survival videos, and I've seen these people create these giant fires. The only problem is all these people are based off of in Canada, where the firewood is dry, and this is, you know, very new firewood. This is like either new or it is rotted over. So I'm working with what I can here, and the only other problem is it's not completely cold out. I'd say it's a warm fall, nice fall day, so there should be no problem with me starting this fire. Although I seem to have, as you can call a fire-making disability, as I continuously use the match to light the fire over and over again. There is a cool match though that I use. It's a wind-resistant match, which it allows you to light things without the wind blowing it out, which is awesome. And also, I just wanted to point out here, this is a roaring fire. Though I had to attempt to make it a few times, it has now become to a roaring fire. This is the point of the video where I get very excited. The fire has started, and the sticks have been burning, so now the only option now is to, yes, put more sticks on top of the fire. More giant logs. The bigger the logs, the better. We're going to stack them in this fashion, kind of like you're stacking up a sandwich. You want the different layers. You have the bottom layer, it is the nice flat bread. You have, I'd say I'm working on the meat right now. This is like the meat, like the deep meat. I have the tomatoes right underneath. So we're working on that deep meat. As you can see, this is very rotten wood that's burning in the very middle here. It's not ideal, but we're working with what we got. And just let the stacking commence. You know, the more stacking that I have, the more things, even a pre-burnt piece of wood that's been sitting there for God knows how long, please add that to the fire. That, I'm sure that will burn just perfectly. So we're burning wood here. We put so we have more wood on the fire. We're adding more giant logs because I spent so much time cutting them that we're just gonna add more now. Because why not? And now we've got logs that have fallen over. Got to pick them back up and put them back on. That one looks a little bit more sturdy, but the problem is it's a pretty big log. So if I put these small logs, I'm just gonna put them on the side here. I wonder what's gonna. Oh no, we're tilting a bit. This is where I panic, and I make decisions of okay, now I've done this. What do I need to do now? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna put it in the same position I just did. I'm sure it'll work fine. It won't fall over because stabilization. If we put stuff on the side that it's going to lean towards, and we put it on there instead, and we put a giant log on the other side, it'll stabilize itself. That's what logic tells us to do. That's what logic says that fire making is going to help us with. I also want to point out, I'm going to keep on stacking logs as I go. I did not make an end point to the video where the whole thing burned out and I was left with embers and I put out all the embers. So at the end of the video, it's just going to cut and it's just going to be a fully lit fire. I'm just going to end it there. Typically, you put fires out with water. I just want to make sure that people are aware that I'm not just dumb. You put things out and put things away, including the fires that could, spread. So, not the safest thing to, burn without a fire, but here we are.